Welcome to the Anointed. Mess with the light and don't be shocked when shadows respond. Here's a truth many overlook. Some don't come here to blend in. They're here to light up the path. These are the Earth Angels, bearing a rare, fierce inner light that disturbs anyone operating in the dark. These souls don't need to lift a finger when trouble arises. It's as if the universe has its own methods to protect them from harm. Spiritual teachings hold that those with a higher purpose carry a divine barrier. Try to test them, and it's like throwing a boomerang into a storm. It's coming back twice as fast. So, when someone challenges a divinely guided Earth Angel, let's just say they end up outsmarting themselves in ways they never anticipated. It's like trying to trip up someone already soaring. As we uncover the tale of what really happens, prepare for truth, irony, and a dose of cosmic justice. They didn't realize the Earth Angel has higher forces behind them. They had no clue what they stepped into by provoking one. This isn't just a soul with a kind heart. They're guided by something beyond human comprehension. Earth Angels radiate an inner light so potent it calls forth protection from realms most people barely consider. Challenging them doesn't mean facing just an individual. It's about confronting something far bigger, energies that operate beyond ordinary understanding. When anyone plots against an Earth Angel, they unknowingly activate a hidden chain reaction. Layers of protection start moving into place, unseen yet powerful enough to be felt by those who interfere. It's as if a universal signal flares, tagging the offender for cosmic payback. It doesn't come softly. It lands as obstacles, collapsing plans, or a string of setbacks that seem unlucky but are far from random. They thought they could act without consequence, only to face the blowback of their own intentions, multiplied. This isn't just karma in its typical form. This is the universe's order at its most intense. An Earth Angel's role is bound into something sacred, a mission they may not even fully know, yet fiercely guarded by forces outside human control. For those reckless enough to interfere, it's a harsh awakening. They aren't opposing a single soul, but a purpose they're powerless against. By attempting to shake an Earth Angel, they end up caught in a cosmic backlash that's merciless and unyielding. Their attacks only fueled the Earth Angel's strength. When people aim to harm an Earth Angel, they fail to realize they're only adding to that soul's power. Unlike others, Earth Angels don't absorb negativity in a way that depletes them. Instead, they possess a unique strength, converting that negativity into something potent. Every insult, betrayal, and attempt to hold them back becomes fuel, amplifying their resilience and sharpening their wisdom. It's as if every challenge fortifies their resolve, layering strength upon strength. The irony runs deep. Those who attempt to disrupt an Earth Angel believe they're inflicting harm or asserting control, yet all they accomplish is fueling a transformation that makes their target stronger, wiser, and untouched by their actions. Earth Angels have an uncanny strength, converting adversity into growth, not by ignoring the pain, but by fully processing it and turning it into a foundation for something greater. They take from the hardship, repurposing that energy, channeling it into purpose, clarity, and unbreakable self-worth. For an Earth Angel, adversity doesn't set them back. It's a sacred test. Every attempt to bring them down adds another layer to their resilience, shielding them further from dark intentions. By the time those who tried to harm them realize this, it's too late. They've only strengthened the very force they aim to break. Instead of a shattered spirit, they're faced with someone who has not just survived but risen, becoming something more powerful than before. This is not merely withstanding adversity, it's rising above, leaving those who tried to harm them puzzled, frustrated, and ultimately defeated by their own actions. They underestimated the force of high vibrational energy. People who clash with an Earth Angel rarely grasp the sheer potency of high vibrational energy. Earth Angels exist on a frequency that few can perceive, a level where positivity, peace, and purpose radiate. This vibration forms a natural barrier, repelling anything dark or negative. When someone tries to harm an Earth Angel, They're essentially throwing low energy into a space where it doesn't belong. That energy cannot penetrate the Earth Angel's shield. Instead, it bounces back, returning to its origin. It's like hurling a stone at a wall of light. It doesn't break through, it rebounds. All the negativity, anger, envy, resentment fails to touch its target, rebounding with amplified force back to its source. The instigator feels the weight of their own energy returning, manifesting in setbacks, turmoil, or even fatigue. What they intended for the Earth Angel becomes their own burden, leaving them perplexed and depleted. Earth Angels aren't passive in this. They guard their energy closely, staying grounded and attuned. While others may allow toxic influences, Earth Angels maintain their high vibration with a discipline that keeps them protected. This isn't about invincibility, it's about living at a level where negativity cannot hold on to them. Those who underestimate this strength learn that they're contending with something far beyond ordinary defenses. In seeking to drag an Earth Angel down, they find themselves caught in the ricochet of their own energy, faced with the pure, unyielding force of a high vibrational spirit. They fail to see the Earth Angel's capacity to forgive without forgetting. Many mistake an Earth Angel's forgiveness for weakness, assuming it means they're easily swayed or willing to ignore harm. But forgiveness for an Earth Angel is not about forgetting. It's a deliberate choice to release anger, freeing themselves from the weight others have tried to impose on them. This doesn't mean they forget. Quite the opposite. They remember every lesson, every signal, every word that revealed a person's intentions. This memory guides them, allowing for boundaries that are firm and unbreakable. Forgiving doesn't mean they'll allow someone close again. It means they won't let bitterness take root within. Earth Angels understand that holding grudges only drains their energy and clouds their purpose. So, they release resentment, but hold on to wisdom. They'll extend grace to those who show true change, but they won't reopen doors to repeated betrayals. Once an Earth Angel closes that door, it rarely reopens. This boundary isn't built on anger, but on self-respect and a deep sense of worth. They know their purpose and won't spend energy on those who don't honor it. This is where those who wronged them often get it twisted. They assumed forgiveness was an open invitation to return, yet instead they're left on the sidelines, watching the Earth Angel rise, stronger and more certain. For an Earth Angel, forgiveness is a release, but forgetting, that's a privilege they don't grant to those who failed to honor their grace. The tables turned quicker than they could react. Those who aim to harm an Earth Angel rarely see what's headed their way. They think they're in control, manipulating events to serve their desires. But what they fail to grasp is that the universe misses nothing. The moment they direct harm towards someone under divine protection, they trigger forces beyond anything they can handle. It's as if creation itself steps in, recalibrating events with perfect timing to shield the Earth Angel and expose the intentions of those aiming to harm. This turnaround unfolds faster than the aggressors can comprehend. They might believe they're holding all the cards, but suddenly their schemes crumble, expected outcomes falter, alliances they leaned on dissolve, and carefully constructed plans slip right out of reach. Just as they think they're regaining control, another setback arises, leaving them scrambling in confusion. It's like watching a tower collapse in a single unstoppable motion. The Earth Angel doesn't need to intervene. They're shielded by forces beyond any human design. Those who plotted against them find themselves trapped by their own missteps, facing consequences they couldn't foresee. They're left to grapple with setbacks and struggles that seem to arise from nowhere. What they tried to cast onto the Earth Angel rebounds, with no escape in sight. These people often don't grasp what hit them because they never viewed the Earth Angel as a threat. But in targeting someone divinely guided, they crossed a line with the universe's unyielding justice. Once this cosmic balance is set, it doesn't reverse. They're left to face what they started. They overlook the mirror effect of divine protection. What many fail to realize is that when they aim negativity at an earth angel, they step into a powerful reflection. Earth angels are surrounded by a divine protection that doesn't simply absorb energy, it sends it straight back. This mirror effect doesn't just shield, it's an immediate reminder that every act has consequences. So when someone sets harm against an earth angel, all that negativity returns to them, amplified. This mirror effect hits harder than they anticipated. They thought their intentions would slip by unnoticed, but instead, they're met with a sharpened version of their own negativity. It's as though the universe magnifies their intentions, holding up a mirror that forces them to confront the very energy they tried to impose on someone else. Caught off guard by this reflection, they're left unprepared for the weight of what rebounds. Meanwhile, the earth angel remains steady, needing no defense beyond their own path. Their energy vibrates at such a level that low intentions deflect, without them even realizing it. This creates a natural force field that not only keeps negativity at a distance, but sends it back. The message is clear. Trying to harm someone protected by divine energy only turns against you. It's a hard lesson in cause and effect, often leaving those who underestimated the earth angel's strength wishing they'd never crossed that line. They misjudged the earth angel's quiet power. Those who attempt to manipulate or harm an earth angel make a crucial mistake. They see calm as weakness. To them, the earth angel's gentle spirit, quiet resilience, and forgiving nature seem like open doors they can walk through without consequence. But beneath that calm lies an unbreakable strength, steady, unseen, and silent, yet unmovable. Earth angels don't waste energy on petty conflicts or trivial pursuits. They're intentional, often meeting hostility with silence, not from fear, but wisdom. This strength isn't loud, but it's rooted deeply. When an earth angel reaches their threshold, their silence speaks volumes. It's a silence filled with clarity, boundaries, and finality. When they choose to step back, it's irreversible. The calm once shown becomes an unbreakable barrier, a quiet but resolute decision that separates them from those who no longer value their energy. What the others don't grasp is that earth angels are skilled at reading intentions. They often see motives long before they're revealed, choosing patience and offering chances others wouldn't. But when their patience is spent, they've seen enough. The finality of an earth angel's silence often shocks those who mistook their kindness as a green light to exploit. Left on the outside, bewildered by the distance, they find no way back. That silence becomes the strongest statement, a boundary that speaks louder than any words, showing that peace is never passive. Its strength in its purest, unshakable form. They attracted their own downfall through envy. Many overlook that jealousy harms the one who feels it far more than the target. Earth angels radiate a light that naturally draws people. Their calm, kind-hearted energy is magnetic, inspiring admiration. Yet, admiration can twist into envy, especially when people compare their own lives, struggles, or insecurities to the earth angel's sense of peace and purpose. This jealousy becomes a trap, one the earth angel has no part in, but that ultimately consumes those who fall into it. Jealousy blinds people to reality. Instead of growing, they obsess over someone else's path, feeling resentment where there could have been inspiration. This bitterness clouds their judgment, leading to choices driven by pettiness and insecurity, which ultimately cause their own ruin. They may try to undermine, gossip, or bring the earth angel down, hoping to diminish that inner light. But earth angels live on a level untouched by jealousy. While others are busy fixating on them, earth angels remain focused on their purpose, protected by their positive energy. Jealousy becomes self-sabotage for those who harbor it. The more they feed into it, the more negativity fills their lives, creating barriers they wouldn't face if they simply let go of the envy. Ironically, they trip over the very things they hoped would hinder the Earth Angel. Meanwhile, the Earth Angel remains untarnished, their light shining on, while those who allowed jealousy to take root are left struggling with the turmoil they brought upon themselves. They expose their own insecurities by projecting them onto the Earth Angel. People who attempt to undermine an Earth Angel often act from a place of unresolved self-doubt. They encounter someone who radiates calm, confidence, and spiritual strength, which stirs up their own feelings of inadequacy. Instead of addressing these hidden struggles, they deflect them onto the Earth Angel, labeling them as too good or out of reach, hoping to dim their light and inflate their own. But in doing so, they're actually displaying their own inner turmoil and fears for all to see. The Earth Angel becomes a reflection, showing them parts of themselves they're reluctant to face. Insecurity works like a boomerang. When someone projects their shortcomings onto another, the true impact circles back to them. By attempting to tear down an Earth Angel, they only spotlight their own weaknesses. Their efforts to tarnish the Earth Angel's image simply reveal their own unhealed issues. The harder they try to wound, the more they're left wrestling with their own inner struggles. Meanwhile, the Earth Angel remains unaffected. Operating on a higher frequency, they're shielded from the turmoil below. The real damage lies with the one who can't escape their own reflection, bound in a cycle of projecting unresolved wounds onto someone untouched by them. Ironically, while the Earth Angel moves forward, the individual trapped in insecurity remains stagnant, haunted by their own conflicts. They misinterpreted an Earth Angel's patience as permission. Many mistake an Earth Angel's patience for an open door to push limits. They observe the kindness, calm, and willingness to forgive, assuming they can cross lines without consequence. What they don't grasp is that Earth Angels hold a quiet wisdom that reveals far more than they let on. They're aware of hidden intentions, subtle disrespect, and manipulations, but choose to give others space for redemption, offering multiple chances. Yet this patience isn't infinite, it's a deliberate grace, and once it's worn out, the Earth Angel doesn't simply leave. When an Earth Angel's patience is finally spent, they move on without drama. They don't seek revenge or stir up conflict. Instead, they grow into a version of themselves that the other can no longer touch. The distance between them and the one who overstepped becomes impassable. It's as if they step into a realm beyond petty drama, where negative behaviors lose any power. They're no longer accessible, and those who took advantage find themselves unable to bridge the gap the Earth Angel has quietly created. This change is subtle, but unmistakable. The Earth Angel's calm, silence, and detachment become an unbreakable shield. Those who believed they could push boundaries are left outside, facing the weight of their own actions. What they once saw as permission turns into a painful truth. They've lost access to someone who never needed them in the first place. The Earth Angel's quiet evolution is a reminder that their grace should not be mistaken for weakness. Their attempts at control only expose their own flaws. When people try to manipulate an Earth Angel, they end up revealing their own insecurities. Earth Angels are intuitive, able to see through the facades others put up. The manipulation tactics used against them, whether subtle or blatant, don't affect them because they recognize the underlying motives. What manipulators fail to realize is that their efforts not only fail to sway the Earth Angel but also highlight everything they've tried to hide. The more they try to pull the strings, the more their own weaknesses become apparent. Manipulation is often rooted in insecurity, a desperate attempt to control something outside of themselves because they feel out of control inside. When someone attempts to manipulate an Earth Angel, they're not only showing their lack of confidence, but also their lack of self-worth. They try to exert power over the Earth Angel, but in doing so, they're really highlighting their own internal struggles. The Earth Angel's response, Often, a quiet detachment or firm boundaries forces these weaknesses into the light. It's like a spotlight on the flaws they've been trying to keep hidden from everyone, including themselves. What makes it even more powerful is that Earth angels rarely need to call out these flaws. Their detachment is enough. The fact that they don't engage with manipulative behavior is a statement in itself. They don't need to get involved in drama or prove anything. They simply withdraw their energy, and in doing so, they make it painfully obvious to everyone around who the manipulator really is. The Earth Angel doesn't need to confront them. Their absence and refusal to play the game are the harshest truths. The manipulator is left exposed, their own weaknesses on display for everyone to see, while the Earth Angel remains unshaken and untouched. They failed to recognize the divine timing in an Earth Angel's life. One of the biggest mistakes people make when they try to derail an Earth Angel is underestimating the power of divine timing in their life. Earth Angels don't simply exist by chance. They are spiritually aligned with a higher purpose, and their journey is guided by forces that operate far beyond human understanding. Every challenge they face, every obstacle they overcome, happens in perfect timing, designed to elevate them to the next phase of their destiny. When someone tries to obstruct their path, they're not just challenging the Earth Angel, they're going against the cosmic flow of events that is meant to unfold, and that never works out the way they expect. Those who attempt to disrupt the Earth Angel's journey often find themselves caught in a web of their own making. They may temporarily create confusion or attempt to steer the Earth Angel off course, but they fail to realize that they're not fighting just one individual, they're fighting against divine order. The Earth Angel's life is a series of carefully orchestrated moments, and no human interference can prevent what's meant to be. In the end, the ones who try to block the Earth Angel's path end up falling out of alignment with their own purpose, experiencing stagnation and frustration as their lives seem to lose direction. Meanwhile, the Earth Angel continues to move forward as if nothing ever happened. They may face temporary setbacks, but those are merely stepping stones to the next chapter of their spiritual evolution. Those who try to hold them back find themselves stuck in the very mess they created, while the Earth Angel rises, propelled by the invisible forces that guide them. The irony is that while they may try to obstruct the Earth Angel's progress, they end up obstructing their own, watching as the divine timing in the Earth Angel's life works in ways they could never have anticipated. In the end, those who attempted to play games with an Earth Angel, underestimate their resilience, or try to manipulate them all, learned the same harsh lesson. What they failed to see was that the Earth Angel was never someone they could control. Each attempt to derail, deceive, or diminish only revealed their own insecurities, weaknesses, and ignorance of the deeper forces at play. Earth Angels are not just ordinary people. They are divinely guided beings whose paths are etched with purpose, protected by cosmic forces, and aligned with a timing beyond human comprehension. When others try to disrupt that flow, they are not merely obstructing a person, they're challenging the very rhythm of the universe itself. And in the end, it's not the Earth Angel who suffers, it's those who try to mess with them. They end up trapped in their own misdeeds, left to face the consequences of their actions, while the Earth Angel continues to rise, untouched and unbothered. Because when you try to break someone who is divinely destined to thrive, you're only breaking yourself. So for all those who thought they could harm, control, or diminish the Earth Angel, remember this: the tables will turn, the divine will always protect, and in the end, they won't just walk away, they will evolve. If you felt the power of the Earth Angel's journey and want to dive even deeper into the extraordinary forces that shape their path, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Join this incredible community of awakened souls, because we're just getting started. You don't want to miss out on more powerful insights, mind-shifting content, and spiritual wisdom that could change the way you see the world. So subscribe now, and let's keep this journey going together. Because when you're connected to the divine, the best is yet to come. God bless you.